Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be all about what you do when you receive your makeup in the mail. So I may have color matched you online, I may have color matched you in person, we may have put the makeup on you in person, and you may have loved it, but now that you have it yourself, you have no idea what to do. So most of you, when you buy it, start off with the basic 4 colors. You would start off with your 2 highlights, your lip and cheek, and your contour. And then after you have it for a week or so, you realize how much you love it and you want more. And you also, most of you either only start off with 1 brush or even no brushes. So my sister-in-law, she did that. So she bought the makeup and didn't use a brush. She thought she had brushes at home. I didn't want to be the pushy person to say, I think you need to buy a brush, because I don't like to do that. I told her hopefully a brush that you have will work for you. But she has messaged me over the past couple days and said it didn't work for her. She went and bought another brush, I think at Walmart or something, and said absolutely not, it's not working. So I'm thinking she's gonna have to buy a brush. When I first bought this makeup, I tried using my own brush and wasn't working. So I, bought one of these brushes, and the minute I used it and put it on my face, I knew there was a difference. So most of you will start off with, there's 2 brushes that I recommend to start off with. First is the 30-second hack. So if you're starting off with this one, I'm going to use this brush only to show you today. Some of you might also start off with the B² brush or blush and bronzer brush. But today, for today's video purposes, I'm just going to start off, since this was the first brush that I had bought. I do tell everyone there is a little bit of a learning curve. These are cream makeups. A lot of people think that you need a ton of it. You only need a little bit. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to show you what to do step by step when you receive your makeup. Hopefully this helps. I will put it, I will keep it in my, I don't know if I can keep it in my highlights. It'll be on my page so you can refer back to it. So here we go. So if I color matched you and say you have dark under eye circles, or you needed color correcting for some reason, this would be the point where you would do that. A girl I color matched yesterday and a girl at work, they need the Frenchie under their eye for the dark circles. So here is where you would do that. I'm not going to do that. I mean, my eyes aren't the best underneath, but I just don't do it. So here is where you would do any color correcting under your eyes or anywhere else on your face. So once that is all done, then you go in to start with your 4 basic colors. Like I said before, I always color match you to 2 highlight colors. One is your brightening color and one is your all over color. Now, there are a few different ways you can apply this makeup. If you don't need a lot of coverage, then you can just go in and put the colors where you need them, the all over, the contour. You don't have to do an all over color. Some people who like a more full coverage or have areas that they're trying to hide more, so they can take their all over highlight, put an all over layer on their face, and then go back in and contour, blush, and brighten. Now you do not need to do that because all of these colors do have color corrector in them. They all act as a foundation, including the contour. So today I'll do the all over color today, just to show you how it works. So my all over color is Sandy. So I'm just gonna show you. I already put it on the brush, so let me, and I did too much. You can very easily do too much, but I'm just gonna blend it around and get it all worked in. So like I said, this is the 30-second hack. I'm using this end. So let me show you how I went in. So here's my sandy color. I'm not wiping it. I'm not, trying to get a ton on the brush. I'm dabbing it a few times, barely. I mean, I don't know if you can see that or not. Getting any on, and just, you kind of use, like, the way I do it is I kind of press and go down all over. I mean, you can do swirls. a little honestly goes a long way. I do have a little redness around my nose, so just for that today, I'm going to use this color June. This has a little bit of green in it, so it kind of helps with the redness that you see around my nose area. I just used my finger and I'm going to go in with the brush. That was an extra step, so if you don't have to do that, just ignore that part. So once I go all over, get everything blended in, just going to go down my neck a little. I have a little redness there too. Actually, I'm going to take my June there. Once you get used to this makeup and you start to see things on your face, and you notice little things like that. But for today's purposes, we're sticking to the 4 basic colors. Okay, once that is all on, there's 2 ways you can apply. Like I said, you can dip gently into the palette, or some people like to apply with their finger. You can apply with your finger. It helps you judge how much you get on. So for this side, I'm going to show you how you would do it with your finger. On this side, I'll do it with the brush. So this is my brightening highlight. This is Aura. So I'm just touching it. Very hard to see. Just touching it a little bit, and I'm just going to go right under my eye. That's where the brightening highlight goes. And then for the other side, I'll show you, I'm going to use the other side of my 30-second hack. Just barely dab it in there. And so under your eye, you don't want to like pull down. You just kind of want to do stippling motions. And then, so this is the one I applied with my finger, and I'm just going to go back in and blend. So the other areas that you're going to use your brightening are right here on your forehead, on your chin, and down the center of your nose. First, we're going to go in, you know what, let's go in and contour first. So for those of you, if you are only buying one brush and say this is the only brush you have to work with, I'm going to show you how to contour. Now me, myself, because I have all the brushes and all the colors because I'm obsessed, so I have the detailed hack brush. This brush is more, see how it's like made for the contour to get up under your cheekbone, but for today's purposes, I'm going to show you how you can do it with this. So I'm going to take my contour, we're going to go in with the indigo, and I just kind of pinch it, and I dab it a few times, so the contours are a little bit, maybe not as creamy, just because the consistency is a little bit, I don't want to say harder, but I don't know. Can't think of the word. So I have a little bit on there. I'm pinching. I'm finding my cheekbone right here. I'm going to go right up under. Just go back and forth, just like that. Now I'm going to go in the other side, pinching it right under my cheekbone. Just like that. We'll blend later.